So whenever you guys are ready, well, it'll be up on YouTube eventually, so.
Got a distant cousin raised in bees. The honey they produce can help prevent disease. Take it in my coffee or tea every day. Helps me keep moving to go my way. Keep on buzzing, cousin, 'cause you can't stand. Keep on buzzing, cousin, long as you can. But don't give honey to infants, 'cause they just ain't ready. It could be fatal, so don't give them any. When they get a little older, they can benefit. Honey's powerful medicine, so please respect it. And keep on buzzing, cousin, long as you can stand. Keep on buzzing, cousin, 'cause you can.
Pleasure. Thank you. Have a good day.
Honey kills bacteria if it's unrefined. You can dress a rash or open wound and it'll heal just fine. If you've got a sore throat, just a little dab will do ya. It's sweet too. If you're buying pharmaceuticals, they're probably gonna keep on buzzing, cousin, long as you can stand. Keep on buzzing, cousin, long as you can. I can't remember the last verse now. So be a friend to a bee. Eat food that's grown naturally. Help us recreate a natural pollination. We're trucking our bees from coast to coast. Dismantle Monsanto to heal our nation. And keep on buzzing, cousin, long as you can stand. Keep on buzzing, cousin, long as you can. One more time to sing along. Keep on buzzing, cousin, long as you can stand. Keep on buzzing, cousin, long as you can. Thank you.
Very nice, very nice. Woo. You guys obviously know a lot about bees and stuff, right? So is that kind of what inspired you to write that?
Because, you know, Monsanto is the smoking gun. I mean, there might be some other reasons, but pressing out the land, ruining the water tables. We've taken apart family farming. That was the sustainable models.
Absolutely.
When animals poop and it makes better crops, that works really good. But right now we've got feedlots with a lake of poop so big and toxic that you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably can use it to grow tobacco, I imagine.
Even better, right?
Do you know anything about the bee issue? Back in the day, we had bald eagles dying at a very fast rate. And so what they did was they went and found out what was killing the bald eagles. And the primary reason was because of DDT and a couple of other particular chemicals. And that was the single catalyst for stopping those products, because they were killing bald eagles, our national product, right? These bald eagles are sacred. Why? What do they do for us? They're beautiful vultures. They're beautiful birds, but they don't do anything for our environment. Now we see the same thing happening with bees. Bees are dying, and we have isolated it to a couple chemicals primarily designed by Monsanto. But people don't care. What can bees do for us? This song that he wrote is awesome because it kind of picks up on that and plays that theme out. Bees are what pollinate all of our flowers, which creates most of our food supply. So without bees, we have a big rut. And we're actually seeing bees die at an alarming rate. Anybody that's doing research on it, if you go take a look, It's a huge problem, and it's escalating. So we need to stop those chemicals. We need to stop those chemicals now before it's too late.
They actually do truck bees from the southeast to the west and back to the northeast, or vice versa.
They do it all over.
To do the crops. Otherwise, there's not enough natural pollination. And in China, they're hand pollinating pear trees.
Yep. It's crazy.
And that's what the Rockefellers are planning on doing, is just having slaves to, pollinate all their crops. High luxury, so that they can.
Absolutely. No, you're good. No,
they truck the bees up in the summer to Nebraska and the Midwest and stuff, so that they can actually pollinate those areas. And then the bee farmers take their bees back down to the south, like Florida and those areas.
It's crazy.
One of our family members, I don't remember which one it was. It's like Justin's family. That's what they do. They truck bees.
You guys have a pen by any chance?
No pen here.
I don't either.
Somebody else has this one.
So obviously bees are one of those issues that is very, very underlooked, even though it's been around for a few years. I mean, I remember seeing a few documentaries here and there on Netflix, but
that was when they didn't know what.
When they didn't know, yeah, exactly, yep. What do you think about how long is it really going to take for people to realize that such a small part of nature that we don't ever really notice is going to catch up to us?
That's the whole problem. That's the same thing we're dealing with Monsanto. I just had a conversation with a woman. It's about incentive. What incentive do we have to stop doing what we're doing? We have pretty happy, comfortable lives right now, and until our incentives change, we won't.
Exactly.
So if people understand that foods and things that are important are dying off or not going to be available, that's a problem. The problem right now is people aren't that far along. People don't know that food that's grown naturally is important. They can still get their boxed processed food without bees, right? So the incentive isn't there yet. So as people start learning about eating healthy and eating naturally, they're going to start saying that the things that they want are necessary and valuable and can't exist without bees, then their incentive won't exist.
Okay.
There's a movie called Thrive that talks about what happened with Tesla. Tesla 100 years ago was lighting up Colorado Springs at a distance with a beam from a tower based on spinning magnets. You spin magnets, you got positive and negative, you get an electron flow like a donut. It's the Star Wars technology. Remember Star Wars, the movie, the Death Star that blew up the planet? It was a beam trajectory. Well, it's the same type of thing, but they're using magnets to generate the energy. But his financier, J.P. Morgan, realized you can't put a meter on that kind of energy, so burned down his laboratory. 30 other people since then who have figured this out either get a bullet or $1 million to shut up. A guy 5 years ago, beaten to death in his laboratory for marketing radiant energy. And there's a picture of a device that they show, and a guy flicks the switch and it goes boom, and lights up, and explains anti-gravity and space travel and a whole bunch of scary things that people have a worldview problem with.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's an amazing movie, Thrive, and it's free on the internet. They let you watch it. You go to the website, thrivethemovie.com, and it gives you the lowdown, and it points to the 1% who are just kind of lording it over the world. They're not the Illuminati, they're the unillumined Nazis. And Rothschild, friends with the Rockefellers, funded Hitler. And so they've set brother against brother and sold munitions and petrochemicals to both sides of every war since before the last century. Standard Oil got started in 1870s, and he just took over.
So, go ahead, sorry.
So Tesla really gave us the Industrial Revolution with 110 and 220 bumping up 12 and 24 volt electricity from Edison, and then got shut out because this radiant energy was going to be free for the world, and his vision was to run airships and light up things at a distance. But that wasn't going to fly with those people who need all that money.
Need a lot of money. All right.
Which goes back to the incentive piece, right?
Sure.
Who's being incented for what reason? Their incentive is money.